that you're staying with us. We have a great segment for you now, one that is fairly new to the Kellenberg community. We're going to be talking STEM, and new to the STEM program is the newly formed Kellenberg Memorial Robotics Club. Joining us to talk more about all of this, Mr. Michael Sorkin, class of 2008, and seniors Matt Duran and Jake Johnson. Thanks to all for being here today.
Thanks very much.
Mr. Sorkin, let's start with you. The STEM program, we're hearing so much about it. What exactly is it?
So STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. We had a lot of clubs, especially like Science Olympiad was probably our most prominent and most successful STEM club. It's anything that promotes science, technology, and engineering. But the administration came to me earlier this year. We've had a lot of interest in robotics. They heard from open house, like, oh, do you guys have a robotics team? Do you guys have a robotics team? And they asked if I'd be willing to help out start one, and so I said, sure, that sounds like a great idea. And the response has been, it's been great.
And particularly with STEM, there are so many opportunities here at Kellenberg with the STEM program. Talk about some of those programs that we have here.
So Science Olympiad is a competition where we have a team, or we have two teams that go to various competitions throughout the year. We have our regional competition here where they compete in different events. There's testing events, there's like anatomy and physiology, there's learning about rocks and minerals. There's also building events where they have to build a tower as light of the tower as possible and has to hold as much weight as possible without breaking. And I think we've made states something like 20-something years in a row so far. So Science Olympiad has been doing a great job. This year we've been bringing in outside STEM workers to come and talk to our students. We've had veterinarians come in, we've had pharmacists come in, some architects have been coming in to talk to our students to show them what type of STEM careers are out there. We also have summer seminars. We have the physics seminar and calculus seminar for seniors who are graduating to get them ready for college level science. I did them when I was a student here. I found them very useful for when I went away to college. And then something newer is the chemistry seminar. Not too new, but when I was a student, they didn't have the chemistry seminar. And it's a great tool for students to use for those who are looking to learn about STEM in college.
And this robotics club that we mentioned, Jake and Matt, you're both seniors in the robotics club. This new club, talk about it, how it was formed, what it's all about.
Well, it was formed very early in the year. I only joined a couple weeks later than when I found out a couple of my friends were doing this new club, robotics, and I thought, well, I have a little bit of an interest in that, so why don't I go and join? And in the beginning, it was a little bit slow. We started with circuits, making lights appear out of just wiring, and then we eventually moved on to physical robots.
Yeah, I also joined a little later in the year. We worked together. We started off very simple. We worked with like the kind of older kits. We didn't have some of the newer gears and all sorts of mechanical stuff that you see here. We just had sort of what they use for younger kids. You know, it's kind of like almost like Legos in the beginning, but you slowly work up to sort of all the mechanical parts and metals and all sorts of crazy stuff. But
and what are your thoughts on this? Some of these are just, they're all intricate, beautifully designed. What are your thoughts on it, about the whole club? How do you feel about it?
The whole club, it's wonderful, really. Like, it almost feels like a family, you know. You really got to work together, stay together. You got to sort of get together. When you work on a project, you need to say, like, all right, well, I'm better at working with all these gears and you're better at working on code. So obviously we need to work out a way so that you can focus on that aspect of the project while I focus on putting everything together. And, you know, you coordinate, you work together as a team, and you slowly build up your project until you get a result that you're looking for.
Matt, you guys participated in competitions, specifically with this robotics club. What was that like?
Well, the first one that we did was just a little bit inside the club, you know, friends against friends. We just had a bunch of blocks in the middle, and we saw who could have their robot go into the middle, grab the most blocks by the end of the time limit. We went to a school out west later in the year, and we decided to actually join in a real VEX competition. And we went against, I think it was 36 other schools, and we didn't end up moving on to the second round, but we came just shy of it, and we had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah.
These robots are on the floor. Can we take a look and see how these things work?
Sure.
These are awesome. By the way, these robots all made completely by the Kellenberg Robotics team. Let's look at these. How do these work?
Yeah, definitely. So, first thing we always do as a club is we practice safety, obviously. You know, when you're working with all sorts of sharp pieces of metal, you want to stay safe. So, we're going to grab
You
these
want a pair?
goggles here.
Oh, sure. Thank you. Oh,
Definitely safety is a priority.
here we go. Oh, I'm ready for robots. Let's go.
So, we have a couple of robots here to show off, and we've got some of like the blocks that we would use to use in competitions at school and at the actual events that we participate in. But right here, we've got this little robot right here. This is from one of the older kits that we work with. Actually, wait, is that the right controller? Just a little bit. There we go. All right. Yeah. So this guy right here is from what the younger kids in like our Latin school would use. High school level, we use sort of the more complex pieces, but again, it's a lot like Legos. You know, this guy can go up and down, open his arms wide, and grab something in front of him. So, you know, he tries to drive up and lean down as far as he can, and then try to pick something up.
Oh, try again.
Take two, let's go. Come on, little guy.
Come on, you
So
can
we
do
get
it.
him
You
in?
can do it.
I believe in him.
Oh, come on.
You got it.
Hey! So happy, he'll do a little dance, yeah. Yeah, but simple stuff like that with the early robots is just what a lot of the Latin schoolers use. Some of the more complex stuff you can do with them too. Matt's going to show off this guy right here.
Hopefully, if I can get it to
if
stand
you can get him
straight.
working.
Here, why don't you get that one moving while I
This
figure
is
this out?
very interesting.
Yeah. Well, while Mac tries to figure out this guy, we've got this guy right here. This is not a finished robot. This is our latest project that we're working on. It's a modular base for what we're working on right now, which is our goal is to make something that can actually launch ping pong balls.
How long does it take to put something like this together? This is amazing.
This surprisingly didn't take that long. This only took about maybe 2 or 3 meetings, and our meetings generally last maybe like 2 hours and around then. So stuff like this is actually not as hard as you think. It's very easy to just come in and pick things up. Like, I came in knowing nothing about robotics, and just by working with everyone else in the club and learning new stuff, we're able to make sort of these creations, and it's really, really fun and just a great time all around.
Oh, this is odd. Can I try that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Whoa! Oh my!
Yeah.
Oh, whoa! Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh God! Oh no! Oh no! This is why
We have a man
I
down.
do
Man
TV
down.
and not robot. Oh no! It's coming. Okay. No!
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow. This is
It was a good recovery.
this is quite something.
Yeah.
Wow. And when do you guys meet to make these robots?
We meet twice a week. We meet on Mondays and Thursdays.
Wow. This is awesome. Oh, can we play a little soccer there? Let's
Yeah.
go. Oh no. I'm going to figure out how to play soccer. While I try to figure out how to play soccer with the robots, why don't we start reading off some donations? How about that? We got some donations coming in from all of you generous donors out there. Let's take a look. We'll start with you, Mr. Sorkin. Who do we have first donating to our Day of Giving?
All right, we got Angela from the class of 93, who donated $30.93 for her class year. Thank you, Angela. We got from Elizabeth and Christian for $50. And then we got from current parents Deb and Chris $100 in honor of all the merriness and amazing faculty and staff of Kellenberg. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to the young man moderating the videos. He's doing an outstanding job, and his enthusiasm is infectious.
Thank you very much.
We have alumna Jen who graduated in '96. She donated $300. Current parents Tom and Daphne, who donated $1,000, and alumni and current parents Joanna from '93 and Joe, who donated $19.93 for their graduation year in memory of Mr. Edward Solosky.
Yep, we got a donation from alumni parents Alex and Gerard, $25. We have an alumnus, Brian, who graduated in class of '97, $100. Alumni parents Tom and Eileen, $300. And we have a special donation of $20.03 for their class year of 2003 from alumnus Joe, who would like to say, "To the school I owe everything to, thank you. From athletics to education, my years at KMHS were nothing but perfect. Here, I grew up at a Catholic met my wife, made a lifelong friends. Kellenberg is a second home to me.
That's all of our donators so far. Thanks so much to all of you donating on our 2017 Day of Giving. I think it's time now. Let's take a look at the total so far today. Why don't we take a look as our Day of Giving total rises to $28,018.53. Thank you all for your generosity so far. It is awesome. We are so appreciative of it. Coming up next, stay tuned. KMHS seminarians are going to join us live on our 2017 Day of Giving. Stay with us. We're back next.